Here we are down at Rattlesnake Spring, which is a wetland habitat at Bland, the experimental farm. And we've taken a moment just to look at these beautiful buttonbush and red twig dogwoods and the other wetland plants. We're down here to do a turbidity reading.
I'm Lil. I'm one of the educators here at Bland Experimental Farm, and we're going to be testing the clarity of the water, which is how clear it is, how much stuff is floating in the water. We call that measuring the turbidity. We're going to use this tool. It's called a turbidity tube. It's about 120 centimeters tall. We've got a conversion page that we will be using to convert the centimeters to NTUs, which is the unit of turbidity, to figure out how clear or cloudy the water is. And down deep inside this turbidity tube, you can see there's a black and white disc. Kind of looks like the radioactive symbol. And the reason that's down there is black and white has nice contrast, so it's really easy to see when you peer down into the tube. If the water is even a little bit clear, if you can see the shape, then that's where you take your measurement. So we're going to get some water from here at Rattlesnake Springs. We're going to fill the tube all the way up to the top, and then we're going to let the bubbles rise up. We'll look in to see if we can see that marking, and if we can, we won't let any water out. If we can't, we will release the water from this little hose at the bottom until somebody peering in through the top can see that Secchi disc, that black and white disc at the bottom. It looks pretty clear from here. And when I dip in to get my water, I'm going to try really hard not to disturb any of the plants or the sediment on the bottom, because we're measuring the turbidity of the water column, the water that is just right here. Obviously, if we went in and stomped around, we'd kick up some mud and sediment and make it a lot cloudier, but we're really focused on the water that is present right now. Carefully filling up my bucket. Oh, there's a thin layer of ice. This is going to be chilly. All right, push that out. Ice. All right, so here we go. Usually I pour this all over everybody's toes. Yep, that's why I'm wearing boots.
And I'm standing far away.
Whoa. Feet up. All right, you can really see those bubbles coming up there.
Ooh, wow.
But it still seems pretty clear.
I can see your hand.
It's funny though, because you can look from the side and it will look clear, but when you look through the top, it might not be. Miss Emily, can you see anything yet? I still see a lot of bubbles coming up, so I might have to wait a bit.
Well.
All right, you can already see the shape?
I can already see the black and white disc.
All right, so what is our measurement on the side here? $119. Okay, looking at our length to turbidity conversion chart, it actually only goes up to 85 centimeters, well 85.4, which is 5 NTUs. The fewer the NTUs, the clearer the water is. So we can say it is less than 5. We know that most aquatic animals need 10 or fewer NTUs to thrive, so we can already say this water is clear enough to be very healthy for our aquatic animals. Just for fun, let's see what happens when we let the water out of the turbidity tube. It's like when you suck in a straw and you use your finger to hold it and then you let it out.
It's interesting too because the camera is focusing on a moving target, so it comes in and out of focus. Woo, look at that.
So close to the bottom, maybe 10 centimeters. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's it, we got bubbles in the tube.